This is following Sunday visits by U.S. Secretaries of State and Defense to Kiev. The White House is seeking congressional approval to significantly increase the amount of aid it is providing Ukraine as that country's war with Russia moves into its third month. More from VOA's chief national correspondent, Steve Herman.
White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki was asked by a reporter on Monday just how much money the U.S. government is willing to provide Ukraine.
I'm not in a position to put a cap on it at this point in time.
Nearly $3.5 billion worth of U.S. military and other assistance has been delivered to Ukraine since February 24th, when Russia invaded its neighbor to the west. Ukraine's government is seeking, in economic aid alone, $2 billion per month from the United States. Steve Herman, VOA News, Washington.
The United States believes Kiev can win the war against Russia if it has the right equipment, Pentagon Chief Lloyd Austin said on Monday, as strikes on railway infrastructure in central Ukraine killed at least 5. A landmark visit by Austin and Secretary of State Blinken to Ukraine came as the war entered its third month, with thousands killed and millions displaced by the fighting. After the talks, Austin said the U.S. hoped the Russian military would be exhausted in Ukraine.
We want to see Ukraine remain a sovereign country, a democratic country, able to protect its sovereign territory. We want to see Russia weakened to the degree that it can't do the kinds of things that it has done in invading Ukraine.
British Defense Secretary Ben Wallace announced Monday they would send Ukraine armored vehicles able to fire missiles against Russian warplanes. This is VOA News. Monday is World Malaria Day, and Nigerian activists called for a rapid rollout of the new malaria vaccine. The World Health Organization says more than 1 million children in Ghana, Kenya, and Malawi received the vaccine as part of a pilot program. Nigeria has Africa's highest caseload of malaria and hopes to get the vaccine next, as Timothy Obuja reports from Abuja.
Health experts say Nigeria recorded more than 200,000 deaths from over 61 million cases of malaria last year. The World Health Organization says 96% of malaria deaths occur in Africa and that Nigeria alone accounts for 31.9% of them. Children under 5 years old are the most vulnerable. Last year, the WHO launched the first malaria vaccine, Mosquirix, after tests showed it was safe and effective. In a WHO broadcast Monday, Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus called for the vaccine to be adopted across Africa.
Today, WHO is recommending the broad use of the world's first malaria vaccine. This is a breakthrough for science, child health, and malaria control.
However, the WHO warns that a vaccine rollout could face hesitancy and accessibility issues. Pharmaceutical giant GlaxoSmithKline agreed to donate 10 million doses of Mosquirix for the pilot study nations and has pledged a yearly output of 15 million doses. But experts say more doses will be needed every year to reach the millions in need. Timothy Obiezu for VOA News, Abuja, Nigeria.
Mexico's Supreme Court on Monday ruled a plan to create a national cell phone user registry with biometric data is unconstitutional in a blow to President Andrés Manuel López Obrador's government, which backed the measure. The decision is a relief for cell phone carriers, which would have had to cover the cost of collecting the data. Out of the 11-member court, 9 justices joined in invalidating the registry, which would have included fingerprints or eye biometrics. Recapping our top story, following Sunday visits by U.S. Secretaries of State and Defense to Kiev, the White House is seeking congressional approval to significantly increase the amount of aid it's providing Ukraine, as the United States now believes Kiev can win the war against Ukraine if it has the right equipment. That's what Pentagon Chief Lloyd Austin said Monday, even as strikes on railway infrastructure in central Ukraine killed at least 5. Find more at voanews.com. Reporting by remote, I'm Joe Ramsey, VOA News.